Good morning to you, our viewers out there on the TV, Unity TV, and on the program Hello at Work, a program that brings you trending issues on social media. My name is Sani Ibrahim, and today we have a full house. I'm together with the gentleman of the house, Mr. Zakaria Nampio, and the damsel of the house, Mercy Yama. For you to get through her, you must get through me. Mercy, good morning.
Good morning our listeners, good morning viewers. It's another exciting, beautiful Monday morning, and we're grateful to God for life. We're grateful to God for the ability to be here today, and we're really excited to be here because it's a full house.
Yeah.
Well, it's a pleasure being here. Our listener out there, happy independent, 63 independent nationhood. What far? How far rather?
How far so far?
How far so far?
All right.
Yeah.
We will take our first story, and after the first story, we will link issues with the issue of independence, because a lot of words are going out there on social media over the independence. Nigerians have their own perception of the 63rd independence of Nigeria. Now I'll take this story that will take us to the independence issue. The story reads: commercial bus drivers dumped conductors as economy bites harder. Now, on the sight of haggard-looking, rough-dressed young men hanging on the doors of commercial buses in metropolitan cities like Lagos and also Jos is common. Now, there is hardly any bus in the city without this set of people known as bus conductors. On a daily basis, this set of people display various characteristics, and their mood determines the order of the day for passengers. It's either they are fighting passengers, the drivers, or their fellow urchin who collect illegal tolls on the road. Now, Lagosians are sometimes used to such a mannerless and abusive nature that they ignore whatever the conductors are saying. But it is not all about fighting for them. They also provide entertainment inside the buses with hilarious jokes, street slang, and well-groomed stories of what is happening in the society. Now, this aspect keeps commuters lively until they get to their destinations. However, such hilarious dramas may not be rampant, as most commercial bus drivers are dumping their services due to the country's harsh economic situation. Now, speaking to economy and lifestyle, Mr. Jimo Sholanke, a bus driver who plies between Iyana Ipaja and Iyana Iba, said he stopped having a conductor due to the increase in fuel pump price. He said, and I quote, "Since the increase in fuel pump price, I stopped having conductors. Before, I paid my conductor a service fee of 5,000 naira daily, apart from the money he will steal from me, which is common among conductors. Then I will pay levies at various bus stops. Now I can't afford such expenses. Before the fuel subsidy removal, I used to run all trips with 5,000 naira. I made at least 20,000 naira to 30,000 on a daily basis. Now I don't make such money. That 5,000 naira fuel now serves me for 2 trips a day, and I make less than 10,000 naira from the 2 trips. If I had given my bus to someone to deliver a daily delivery for me, I would think the person is cheating on me, because he won't be able to meet up with the new deliver, as most bus owners who give out their buses to drivers have increased the amount of their returns since the subsidy removal. I had to make do without a conductor." Now, Mr. Obinna Chukuma, a bus driver who shuttles between Orile and CMS, he conducts his bus himself to be able to pay the increased daily delivery amount. He said, and I quote, "Having a conductor is helpful in the business. If you don't have a conductor, some passengers will run away with your money. But the state of the economy, I can't afford to have a conductor now. What I do is to collect my money immediately I load at the park and settle the agberos, that's the levy collectors. Having a conductor now requires paying from the little profit I earn from the increased price of the small quantity of fuel I buy. This fuel price is not sustainable. Before that, you would see a bus driver and say he's successful. There is no such statement now because fuel price is consuming our earnings." End of quote. I deliver 15,000 naira daily to the owner of the bus. Before, it was 9,000 naira. Imagine I pay a conductor 5,000 and buy fuel of over 10,000 naira. and reduce transport fare price for passengers who are now very few at bus stops. As everyone is now cutting costs and the movement of people have drastically reduced, what is left to deliver? Many drivers are just leaving home to stop thinking. Some don't even get home with 5,000 naira daily. The bus I drive is not mine or my friends. I work from 2 p.m. to 8 p.m. while my friend works from 5 a.m. to 1:50 p.m. at night. I deliver 9,000 naira daily. Before I had a conductor who assisted me during the period. I paid him 2,500 naira because it is a half-day job, and what he will steal will be more than that 2,500 naira from those passengers picked from the road when others are light. Then I did not have a problem meeting up with the delivery. But things have changed now. Life is very difficult with the increase in prices of goods and services, especially in my own business. Now, I decided to actually look at the plight of these bus drivers and their conductors. If you look at the streets of Jos, especially we have from Terminus to Bukuru Expressway, we have a lot of buses that are transporting passengers to and fro, and we have a lot of conductors also, especially along the Murtala Mohammed way of the city of Jos here. There's this particular spot that they usually group themselves. You can see over 50 young boys who are the conductors themselves. Now, if these particular drivers have decided to dump their conductors and do the driving and conducting themselves, what would be the fate of these young Nigerians we have on the street? Remember, an idle mind is a devil's workshop. So, on social media, especially we have issues on Facebook and also Twitter, which is known as X. We have, even on TikTok, a lot of Nigerians have come out en masse to say that there is nothing for them to celebrate. Do not forget also that by tomorrow, national NLC are going on strike, and if including filling stations, some of the filling stations are going to go with them. Now, if we Nigerians are left, our fate is left in the hands of these black marketers, how much do you think you will spend from terminus to the destination you are going to? Now Nigerians are complaining of the transport fare. Then what will be our fate by tomorrow? So do we really have something to celebrate as Nigerians? If you call us, kindly comment on this particular story. The number for you to send a text message to us while we go deep into this issue is 08037497127. 08037497127. Mr. Zakaria, what will you say about the issues of Nigerians? Some of them are saying there is nothing to celebrate at 63.
Yes, first and foremost, when you look at the independent, the 63 independent, yes, Nigerians have come that far regarding the issue of independence. But again, there are so many questions to ask. Already Nigerians are asking so many questions. The welfare, the way and manner the economy is actually biting, and of course, so many other things. But again, when you look at the speech of Mr. President, to me as a person, his speech to me, I call it a scorecard. When you look at this country, one, we have June 12th, which is the Democracy Day, and I think a speech for June 12th shouldn't be the same with, of course, the independent. And equally, it is not a day for you to give a speech more or less is scorecard. He can choose any other day. So for me, what Nigerians need at his speech yesterday was first and foremost hope. What do I mean by hope? If subsidy is gone, like he said, for how long are we going to be in this issue of subsidy? For how long are we going to be in this hardship? I think there should be a time frame. Yes, the subsidy is removed. Yes, of course. When is it going to stop? These are issues. When is it going to stop? So timing timing in regard to some of his speech, the timing gives hopes to Nigerians that, oh, from now to December, from now to March 2024, this issue of hardship is going to be over. But as we speak, his speech did not even touch on anything like that. So these are issues. Nigerians don't need you to tell them again. The reason why I talk about scorecard is because he talks about CNG buses are going to be available. 5 billion has been given to state for palliative. These are scorecard. It is not a speech for independent, if you ask my candid opinion. It actually stands to be corrected. Anybody listening out there might feel, okay, I don't know. But that particular speech yesterday did not represent, it is not a day for that particular speech. And therefore, I think those who help him craft or write the speech, they should do more. Well, coming on the issue of Nigerians saying yes, because of the economy, Nigeria might say, many Nigerians are saying that, look, the economy is biting and therefore there is nothing to celebrate. But again, it goes beyond celebrating. For me as a person, I'm not in the hospital. For me as a person, yes, there is 1 or 2 things that I don't have, and because of the hardship, because of the economy. But again, I need to give glory to God that I am alive. I'm not in the hospital. What about somebody who is in the hospital needing some money just to buy drugs? He is unable to get that particular money. What about somebody this morning who cannot even eat? So these are issues. Yes, we have reason to say our leadership, they are not doing well. We have reason to say, be it at any level, our leadership are actually not doing well. But again, we need to give thanks to God.
Somebody is saying that celebration of life is on a daily basis. It's actually on a scorecard also,
no.
And is not part of the independence.
Yes, I agree with you totally. Yes, it's on a daily basis. But for the fact that you are alive, the way and manner you're looking at yourself, somebody else wants to be where you are.
Definitely.
So life is a step. Today we are complaining. Well, some people will listen to us.
Other countries would love to be in Nigeria also.
Of course.
Really?
Yes, of course.
Okay.
I was with one during when Boris Shade was a minister of I can't remember the ministry he was. I was in his house in Abuja, and I met with one Kamal who was then from Germany, and he says, when you go around Nigeria, the only business that you can see is filling station, and of course, and he told me there's this issue of wind vane that provide electricity. That wind vane is like a form of a fan in a room. The moment when you mount it outside there, for as long as the breeze blow, it will generate, and you lay the pipe down. We are in doubt. Nigeria is in doubt.
Do we still have it here? Do we have it here in Nigeria?
We don't.
Okay.
We don't. The reason is not far-fetched. Our leadership is not ready. Look at the issue of solar energy. How many years? So these are issues.
But yet, the Nigerians you are here praising, Mr. Zakaria, just like Nigerians always say, we are the ones who are helping other countries to gain electricity. When we are not, the electricity we have is not even sufficient for Nigerians.
First and foremost, our leaders are a true reflection of our behavior. Our leaders, whatever they are doing to us today, they are a true reflection of the way and manner we handle them in a society. You elect a councillor to go and represent you in a local government. When you have a naming ceremony, you go to him. You elect a member of House of Assembly who is representing your constituency, because I believe all of us are from a constituency. You go to him.
Mrs. Zakaria, you even extended it to naming ceremony. Someone will come and tell you that my wife just
delivered.
So for 9 months that she was carrying that, you were blind.
That is the question.
You did not see anything.
Nigerians should not blame our leaders alone, but I think the chunk of the blame should go back to the society equally, because they are a true reflection of our behavior.
Mercy, let's have your opinion on this particular issue.
We're celebrating 63 years, right?
Definitely.
And then 63 years, still blackouts. 63 years, still same insecurity. 63 years, still the same poverty. 63 years and things are becoming expensive. Gone are the days where you can go to the market and buy something with 5 naira.
Mercy, when there is hope, there is life.
When
there is life, there is hope.
We've been hopeful for how long? I mean, since when I've been born. Since when I was born, I keep hearing Nigeria will get better. Even though
you are the leader of tomorrow, Mercy.
But I think
it was better than it is now. And as it advances, it's supposed to be getting better, but it keeps getting worse. It keeps
Mercy,
getting
don't
worse.
you think we have an improvement since yesterday? The president, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, actually says he has increased salary of civil servant workers on grade level 1 to 6 for 25,000 naira a month for the next 6 months. Grade level 1 to 6. So if you are from grade level 7 upward, you don't have.
If you should ask
your
me,
salary is okay for you.
If you should ask me, rather than the increase of the salaries, they should work on how to reduce the suffering of the country.
That is by increasing the salary now.
No, your salary is being increased, but the transport fares keep increasing. So the money you're getting, you're still spending more. You won't even see the use of that money like that, because I'm receiving 25,000 naira now. I'm going to terminus. I'll be going to terminus every day, and then terminus is like to and fro, maybe 400 naira or so, or 500 naira to and fro every day. In a week, how much am I spending? In a month, how much am I spending? Would that 25,000 naira be able to cover up for that? Instead of the addition of the salary, which it is, let's appreciate it though, but instead of adding the salary, I feel like there is more that needs to be done, or there is more that can still be done. You can, the president can look into the issue of the fuel and how to assist in balancing the whole thing, so that Nigerians can bounce back, because Nigerians are good to bouncing back and moving with the whole suffering, because honestly we've really suffered enough. We've really suffered enough. So if there's a balance, you're adding the salary, but things keep getting expensive, things are escalating, then what's the point? Instead of adding the salary, why not reduce those biting effects? There are people that don't collect salaries. We have people on the streets that don't even have work. What will be their own story? If you're adding the salary, what about those that don't have jobs? There are aged people that don't even have what to do. They are depending on their children. So I'm collecting an extra 25,000 naira. I have a sick mother at home to take care of. I have children at home to take care of. So what would that 25,000 naira really do?
Mr. Zachary.
So first and foremost, to me, the issue of increase to low-grade workers, to me, if you ask me, I stand to be corrected, but it's a total misplaced of priority. The reason is not far-fetched. We've gone through that already. Look at the issue of 5 billion given. We've gone through that through Ministry of Humanitarian Affairs.
And you never know that this country
we've gone through that already, and I was expecting the presidency should know better that Nigerians have gone through this way, and it wasn't successful. Why must we go through that way again? For instance, other states, they are not in the know of the 5 billion. Why don't we use that money and fix our refineries? Why? So these are issues. We've gone through that, yes. We've gone through. Why is it that there's always no long time? Okay, for his speech, they are going to collect the 25,000 naira for the period of 6 months. That is a short-term plan. What is a long-term plan? To the best of my knowledge, and I stand to be corrected, I could not even hear anything that has to do with the long-term plan after the 6 month expirations.
And also, there is nothing like the fuel price or the pump price will be reduced.
How many
due cost, or even if there was hope, maybe in his speech should have said, okay, the pump price will be reduced in the next, after the 6 months, after the
that is the timing we're talking about.
When you're done collecting the extra 25,000 naira, we must have sorted out the issues of fuel and other
that is
issues
what we are
that
talking.
arise.
Time frame. There should be time frame, because when I know I'm going to suffer for 6 months, and after 6 months,
but
hope will come.
Other philanthropists in Nigeria have did their best, just like Bua Cement, who reduces the prices of cement from 5,000 naira to 3,500.
But even at that 3,500 naira, how many Nigerians do you think will be able to remove 3,500 naira to buy
yes,
have you finished eating that you want to build house?
We have other cements that are at the price of 5,000 plus. Mercy, it's an additional advantage, and we appreciate that. We need to appreciate that.
In as much as we appreciate that, but if you ask me, it's inconsequential and insignificant. My reason is not far-fetched. There should be a holistic approach to issues. First and foremost, I think, yes, he has done his best, and we are saying kudos. Because those who will go with 5,500 or 6,000 to pick a bag of cement, when you add little something, you get 2 bags. Yes,
Yes.
Yes. Because one thing with life is that you are complaining today, another person is building mansion. So these are issues. So for me, there should be a holistic approach to issues. I was expecting stakeholders like the BOA and what have you. Federal government should have a way of sitting down with them, a round table, and begin to, so that there should be a holistic approach to issues.
What about food? I think I'll disagree with you on that. This the philanthropist, we really appreciate what he did, yes, and then this is out of his pockets. This is not federal government funds. It's not his responsibility to cater for Nigerians.
Definitely.
What he's doing is out of his goodwill.
That's why I called him a philanthropist.
What he's doing is out of his goodwill. He's reducing the cost. The prices of materials used to make that cement has not been reduced, but he has reduced the price of his cement, which is appreciable. What we should be hitting on is the government, not that
let me come regarding the issue of that cement reduction.
Okay.
You'll be surprised. There's a way government will come in supporting his business for him to do what he did. That is the way. When you are in governance, if you are producing something now, okay, this is the way I'm going to help you. For the period of the period that you're going to reduce that price. This is the government assistance. So it is a game behind the scene. That is what is happening. So that's what I'm saying. In that sense, you call those who matters when it comes to business, manufacturing, and there's a way you help them out. It goes a long way for them to do what war is doing. Then that is why I brought the issue of holistic approach in approaching some of these things. Okay, for instance, that is cement. What about foodstuff that you and I need it daily? So these are issues. There's a complementary
government need to come in.
Exactly. That's where the government needs to come in. The prices of food is becoming.
So even as he's doing it now, government must. This man, we're in government, and for the fact that he has decided to do this, how are we going to complement?
Do you know that
these are issues?
As cheap as sweet potato is, it's no longer affordable.
Exactly.
Because now you take your 200 naira and what you get will not even serve two plates.
For the 200 naira? I think
will not even serve 2 plates, Mercy.
It's 500 or so. And coming to the celebrations, the Malu celebrations that just concluded, people were excited. It was well celebrated, but you could actually see that the way it used to be before, it's not how it is now.
A
lot of things have gone down. The way
when a lot of people
chicken and all these
slaughter rams, a lot of chickens, every neighborhood is just like they celebrated, just like the festivity.
Exactly.
Now you can now see why I said what is happening. Citizens are not left out because, for instance, I have my farm. Yes, I bought fertilizer. I hired somebody to plow the farm for me. But because there is hike in everything, we don't even look at that. All Nigerians are after, all citizens are after is that if you are a businessman, it is an opportunity for me to make money irrespective of what I think or anybody feels. That is the problem. That is the problem, because when you go and go and get charcoal from your farm or very close, and for the fact that it is no longer news that there is nothing in the market that is cheap again.
So you
triple the amount just because to get what to you is an opportunity to get whatever you want, irrespective to hell with Nigeria. So these are issues. Leaders alone cannot be blamed. Government alone cannot be blamed. We need to be part of the problem. We are part of the problem rather, because our attitude toward each other, our attitude toward making money, and our attitude toward issues around us does not reflect our religion.
And also, if we're talking about the attitude of Nigerians towards some of these things, you also look at, sometimes I feel like we're learning from the government, or we're learning from those ahead of us. There are times, or I think years back, that you would see that someone's store was broken and money, some are even spoiled and all these things. They've been hoarding money, they've been keeping money, a lot of things, palliatives and all that, they've kept it. So if you as a common Nigerian, you're looking at this man that already has more than you can ever imagine, is keeping about 80%.
And do you
then
know,
you now look at it that this man he seems like he's
and you know why? Because our attitude has make our leaders look beyond today. If I am in position today, let me gather, because I'm not sure how this country will happen for my great grandchildren. So attitude.
It's in the nature of most Nigerians to be selfish, and I won't say a lot of us are being exempted. For instance, now if you're to hold a political position, whether the House of Assembly, whether the State House, wherever, the first person you would bring in will be your brother. The next you will bring is your brother's son, and then when that son is growing up, the next person you bring is his son.
Go to other.
So it keeps going. It's like the I would say the employment or whatsoever. It's been circled in just.
Go to other federal establishment. If you are a director and about retire, you got that work before you got married. You give birth to a child. Your child will go and finish university. When you are about retiring, you bring them in. Most of the federal establishment, it's more of a family business.
Even something as easy as admission that you're supposed to get.
It has to be
on merit. You have to know somebody that knows somebody that knows
these
somebody
are issues
before you be able to.
These are issues. Instead of, okay, you are a political office holder, bring somebody that can help you. Oh, you've did something a lot for me during my campaign, so I should be able to have a better way of settling you than giving you special advisor on media when I know you're no good in that, than giving you special advisor on this when I know you are no good in that. We patronize that kind of people, and it becomes a problem. The turnout of the productivity turn out to be very poor. So these are issues, and these are attitudes that we have, and we're displaying equally.
All right, with this particular story and comment of Mr. Zachary Anampio, I'll quickly take a comment regarding what we actually discussed over the issue of Bua Cement, who actually reduced the price of cement. And Ogunjobi Abiola says, thank you, sir. Your company will enjoy the divine upliftment. Surely God will enlarge your coat. And Abubakar Ali says, thank you so much, sir. You have directly taught mercy life. Kindly extend your hands on spaghetti and other daily needs we have. With this, we are going on a commercial break with the men and council. Do not go anywhere. We'll be right back, and keep your messages coming in.
Hello at work. Stay calm, keep hustling, and live life to the fullest.
Please pay attention. It starts from the foundation. Everybody needs somebody. Some love. You turn a blind eye and care nothing less. Say it's just business, all about the money. You are so unbothered as long as they pay. Say it's just business, all about the money. You know they're on a fast lane, but you've got business to run. So you look away the other way.
It concerns you. It a kill love, it a kill dreams. It a land people for jail. War against drug abuse.
Unity TV. I was the head boy in my primary school, senior prefect and best graduating student in my secondary school, but drug abuse almost ruined my life.
I was on an average of 2 grams of cocaine per day.
I was taking 8 ampoules of pentazosine daily.
European shisha, cocaine.
I became a user, a dealer, and a gangster.
I saw other users drowning. I knew I didn't want to be like them, but I was already trapped.
My family disowned me.
My employment was terminated.
I sold my car, sold my house. I'll go out well-dressed and return shoeless, shirtless in exchange for drugs.
I was seeing things that were not real, and I once stabbed myself because I felt something crawling under my skin.
I contacted NDLEA and started therapy.
I spent 3 months in therapy.
I spent 8 months.
It's easy to relapse, but your mind has to be stronger than the cravings.
Drugs does not love you. You are not the one using drugs. Drugs are the one using you. Say no to drug abuse.
Welcome back from the commercial break with the men on council. If you're just tuning in, we are discussing issues of democracy and the way and manner some conductor drivers all over Jos City and Lagos have decided to keep their conductors aside while they do the multitask job of being a driver and a conductor at the same time, and how it affects the issue of celebrating the 63rd anniversary of Nigeria. And a lot of Nigerians have come out en masse to say that bring back our girls. That's the issue of the girls who have been kidnapped in schools. We have those of Dapchi, Chibok, and Fogos University. So they said that with insecurity all over the country, there's nothing to celebrate about. You can also send in your comments through SMS with the number 08037497127, 08037497127, and you can also send us call us directly on the number 07032352315. If you do not get the numbers are written on your screen. So we await your call and your comment. Somebody is saying that if not just some of these Nigerians who are actually complaining, if they are to be given an opportunity maybe to hold the affairs of the nation maybe for just a day or week, what they would do would be far more beyond your expectation. And I say, do you actually blame them?
Of course, what is right, and even if nobody is doing it. And what is wrong, and even if everybody, but my grandfather is the one doing it. Nigerians are complaining regarding some of this issue. But first and foremost, those conductors that were out of job, I want to believe they will constitute nuisance in the society. And I hope and I believe that those who are in the corridor of power are listening, and they need to do something fast. Because the growing insecurity, God forbid, but if allowed, might be degenerate into something else. I mean, God forbid. So those who are in the corridor of power, those who are in the helm of affairs, should please listen to Nigeria and do what is expected of them. We do not have any other nation apart from this country called Nigeria, and we must do everything possible to keep it together. We must do everything to be united. We don't want anything to happen to this country. So government should be able to do something. If you are a senator, Senate well. And if you are a local government chairman, you need to chair it well. If you are a House of Assembly member or legislature, you need to legislate well. And if you are a president, you need to preside over issue very well. It is not about today, but it's about tomorrow. It is not about today, but it's about a generation yet unborn. Coming back to the issue of Nigerians, well, a lot of Nigerians that are complaining today, yes, there's a lot of things that are going back, yes, but giving them, if you give them a slighted opportunity, even within the Angwa, as a treasurer of the Angwa, within the street, within the confines of your community, we've come across issues that people that complain, they are the one. A little chance is given to them, they will either eat the money of the community, giving them that particular responsibility. And
Mr. Zakaria, we have a first call coming in. Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning. Wa alaikum salam.
Oh, hello.
Wa alaikum salam. What's your name and where are you calling us from?
Hello?
Welcome on board. What's your name?
Huh?
What's your name?
Hello?
Hello. All right. He's not getting us. You can still call us on the number 07032353315. Just in, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu has approved additional 10,000 naira for workers for a period of 6 months, making it 35,000 naira. Now, this follows a meeting which the federal government officials had with labor leaders on Sunday to avert the looming nationwide strike. At the meeting chaired by Femi Gbajabiamila, Chief of Staff to the President, it was agreed that the 25,000 naira which the President promised local workers for 6 months will be made available to all workers. However, labor leaders rejected the offer and demanded for more, and more has been added. Hello, good morning.
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam. What's your name and where are you calling us from?
My name is Muhammad from Suna.
Welcome on board, Muhammad. What's your take this morning?
Yes. Hello.
Hello, Muhammad.
Hello?
I'm listening. Go ahead.
Hello?
Hello, Muhammad. I'm listening. All right. Thank you so much, Muhammad from Saminaka. Thank you for the call. Hello. Good morning.
Hello. Good morning, Mr. Jack. Good morning, Rukaya, and good morning, the lady in the house. My name is
welcome on board.
Calling from Dubago.
Welcome on board. Go ahead.
Thank you very much. I heard a lot about Mr. Jack, what he said. He said it all. That's why I do appreciate if we really have people that are very passionate about this country. I example of Mr. Jack. But let me start from your last report you have got about the increment in the salary of the workers.
Yes.
NLC are always fighting for their members. One of their characteristics to fight for their members. Yeah. But for those that are not even employed, that is the masses who will fight for. This is what I'm worried. And Nigeria, let me tell you, we are always looking at the government and not doing this one. Even when we are not doing the needful. Let me tell you, from yesterday, from what the government said, they increment the salary. I did one. You see the price of goods change entirely in the nation. And we don't even care. We're thinking that that money that is increased to the worker is going to have impact to the those that are not working. That can never happen. What are the percentage number of those that work in the government? And what are the percentage number of those that not work in the government? I even agree with the thing of giving 8,000 for the masses, for the 10,000 household. I agree with that. Later, if I got that 8,000, someone would benefit from it based on Nigeria. But the last what I want to comment on the issue of the unity of this country is non-negotiable. This is what we should remember. The unity of this country is supposed to be paramount. But let me tell you, I quote from the saying of Professor Lumumba, Patrick Lumumba. He said the president of the leaders. That was when he had a memorial, something of Nicholas like his father. He said, the leaders should say the truth. If they are able to go and save the masses of Nigeria and tell them the fighting, the crisis, the hatred we have for one another, it's all about politics. That crisis will end. He said it to them. Say if Nigeria are good, all Africa will be good. But they will revise the answer. Our leaders they don't want us to be educated because if we are educated, we are going to understand their life. They don't want us to get well. They don't want us to get rich. They don't want us to involve ourselves, engage ourselves in a lovely activities. They want us always to be coming to their houses and ask them begging. That's why they're feeling that, yes, I need someone, Nigeria, we need to work hard. We need to remember that Nigeria, we all only want Nigeria. These masses, these leaders, they're always thinking they are our leaders. I agree. I don't have any other leader than those in power. But they should remember they of our contradictory. God bless you and God bless Nigeria.
All right, thank you so much. I'm Wafa Kudus from Dogwang Agogo. Thank you for the comment and thank you for praising Mr. Zaks. Yeah.
He said a lot.
Yeah, he did actually. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Lucas.
Morning, Musa Ike Kalu from Angorogo. Welcome on board. Go ahead.
Thank you. Mr. Zaks.
Good morning.
Welcome.
Morning, sir.
You see, I'm proudly in Nigeria, and I will continue being in Nigeria.
Yes.
You have no any other country like this country. Whether you like it or not, anywhere we are calling in this world, nowhere we take you the way you are in Nigeria. We will remain in Nigeria and be in Nigeria. Our founding father has set the ball rolling. And we are not talking about them, about their history and everything. The question we should be asking ourselves, both our leaders and we, the citizens, what will we be remembered for? You see, Mr. Dax has been talking about building the country. It's just like what Dangote is building this refinery. The federal government supplies more than 80 to 70% of what Dangote is doing in that refinery. Yeah. He's trying to reduce so-called in Nigeria. He's talking about electricity. Look, it has been reduced that every state can generate its own electricity. Will this thing be left only for the federal government? The question here you should be asking, how many states now have started generating their own electricity? We are talking about unemployment. All the whole states that are in the mineral resources states, have they gone to the federal government to acquire license to tap, to harness the resources in their various states? No. To improve their ICR. Tell me all the whole states in the riverine area, have they gone to collect license to build modular refineries so that they can reduce the suffering of Nigerians? If we cannot leave all these burdens from one person cannot carry the roof. Yeah. Whether we like it or not, if the road we are going as Nigerians is not suitable for us, we should come back and sit down and reorganize ourselves. If we want to go capitalism, let's go capitalism. If we want to go socialism, let's go socialism. Let's come back and sit down and reorganize. I am telling you, my sister, this issue is beyond what me and you can be talking about. Thank you.
All right, thank you so much. That's a fatherly advice from Musa Ike Kalu, and I feel your pain. You know, each time I sit down and I look at the situations of Nigeria, I just take off my mind off there, because the last thing you can get is headache.
Exactly.
And you just sleep off.
A lot of things happening in the country.
Definitely.
You can't even help it.
Hello.
Good morning.
Morning. What's your name and where are you calling us from? And Nente from Tudunwada. Welcome on board. Go ahead.
This is price of cement. This is marketers. You know they are wicked. The price. They say that transport price is expensive.
Hello, Nente.
Don't know what is my case. By reducing the price of cement. And this that the president made, honestly, let us not implement it.
Hello.
Let us know that they start paying workers. Sometimes they will promise us heaven and earth, but they will not keep their promises. And then it's right. I pray that they are going to implement it.
Of course.
Not saying it about us, your son. They say they will do that, but at the end, they will not do anything. So, let's not implement it. Issue of this minimum wage of it. Welcome back.
All right, thank you so much. Thank you so much. And then say, welcome back, Mr. Zax. A lot of our listeners out there have actually missed your presence on the program.
The truth of the matter is that even with the issue of 300 and 3,500,
35,000 naira.
No, apart from the 35,000.
Okay, the issue of the cement.
It's going to take time, because our attitude again. Those who are selling this particular product, even when after a week or two they will go and bring it and they will tell you it is
an old stock,
so
and you need to pay the actual price. Okay,
and there's no enforcement on the part of government to ensure that once a policy is pronounced, it should be followed to the latter.
Implementation is the issue we have. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Morning, grandmother.
Good morning. You are welcome back.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much.
And concerning this independence, for me, I don't see anything to celebrate about. Okay. I don't see anything. Is it hunger? Somebody is going to celebrate. Is it poverty? Somebody is going to celebrate. Is it the hardship? one is going to celebrate in this country, Nigeria. Or see this fuel subsidy that cause a lot of problem, trouble for the country. So for me, there's nothing to celebrate in this year, more especially. And concerning the other one that they increase the worker salary, it's just benefits for the government workers. It's just only for the government, it's not for the masses. So they have not come down to help the poor masses in this nation, Nigeria. It's only Dangote one single hand reduce how much did Dangote reduce? I think about 2,000 naira for this rent. If the federal government can do something to the airport, all these increments of that they just increase to their own personal for their own personal interest. It's not for the poor masses. Poor masses are still suffering. Poor masses are still suffering. Die of hunger every day. So if the federal government, people can do something. Let him do something about it. And these workers, they go on strike, they are not go on strike to their own benefit. It's not for the poor market. So they should do something, the NLC should do something for the general poor market so that it will be okay with all of us. All of us will enjoy and we'll be happy and give God. We thank God for life. We thank God for life. We give God the glory, God, the best. What is as you going to use to certify that life so that it makes you to have more interest, more strength, even to serve the Most High God. So federal government should do something. This increase on salary, they increase to their own benefit. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you so much. That's a comment of grandmother from Rokobaro. Thank you so much. She says,
of course,
thank God
you
for
look
the
at
grace
the issue of salary 35,000 again. How many Nigerians are workers? Yes, we agree that Nigerians workers have a lot of dependents.
Mrs. Akwai,
but how
can
many
we
of them?
take this as our last call before we comment? Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning. Hello. All right, with that call, I think that will be our last call for today. Any comment, you can send it through the text message 08037497127. Mrs.
So we understand Nigerian workers have dependents. But the question here is that when you look at the percentage of those who are working with government, be it at local government, state or federal, is highly insignificant considering the number of those who are not working or those who are working within the confines of private sector. So I think, yes, you have increased the salary of workers, yes, within the span of 6 months. What about those who are striving to provide for their families and making the nation be in peace? How are you going to help them out to boost up their business? So these are issues again.
And also, considering the story we took, that for the conductors that are about to lose